this beer bottle, this RC Cola bottle, this Sprite bottle, and that Coca-Cola bottle.
What? What the fuck?
Good morning. So it's now January 16, early morning here in the Philippines, and I am about to do the next phase of this home brew. So 2 weeks ago, actually a bit more than 2 weeks ago, I started the brewing of the beer. So about 15 days after the start of the fermentation, I am about to transfer to the bottles. Now, I mentioned previously that I was tempted to buy like beer bottles, like amber beer bottles with the swing top, with the swing cap covers, but I held myself from doing so. And so what I have right now, I am so sorry to the beer enthusiasts if this is sort of a crime I'm doing. But anyway, what I have right now are empty bottles. Now one is, I guess it is acceptable generally, but anyway, this is a 32-ounce beer container that I got more than 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago, in Alaska. Yeah, so it's actually 3 Bears Alaska, that's the company. So this is 32 fluid ounces, so that's about 940 plus ml. And then Sprite has 750 ml capacity. This one also has 750 ml capacity, a Coca-Cola bottle. Then an RC Cola bottle, 800 ml. And soft drinks are carbonated drinks, right? So these must be rated for a pressurized drink. So let us see how the beer looks like so far. Okay, so I used a towel to cover it, and I actually just stored it here on the bar here beside it. Basically didn't touch it. Now I feel like fermentation did occur, right? There are carbon dioxide bubbles. In previous days there are more, but now, yeah, they kind of dissipated or escaped to the solution already. Alright, so I'm gonna use these. You know, the stock pots are kind of handy. What I meant to make use of this is just to control the spill. Oh, also, we need to add priming sugar, right? Based on the tutorial videos, like they use about a teaspoon of sugar for an amber bottle, which looks like about between 300 to 500 ml. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now I have here my weighing scale just to check how much a teaspoon of sugar is, more or less. I have my phone ready. So I'm gonna use refined sugar. Okay, let's check how much a teaspoon or 2 teaspoons contain. So at least I have a record of the average. So that's about 10.1 grams for this bottle. Alright, so this is 8.2 grams. Okay, so about 8.7 grams for this. Around 9.4 grams for you. So the average temperature is in the high 20s actually. This month it's pretty cold, or cool, not cold. So that is nice considering that I am fermenting at room temperature. Okay, so I have the siphon ready. Hopefully it fits inside. Okay, And then, well, I have to elevate this a little bit. So let me just get a few things for that. So I now elevated my fermenter, and so I'll put the bottles inside this. Now I have a problem actually. The siphon that I got doesn't have a long tube after the pump. So I wish that after this pump, the tube is a bit longer. So I can have the tube almost at the floor or almost at the bottom of the bottle so that we avoid aeration. So that's one thing to avoid when bottling. Now these are actually sanitized. Like I sanitize them the way I sanitize this carboy fermenter. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can smell beer, man. I'm excited. I feel like it's not bad after having like expired wort. Expired hops. I mentioned in the previous vlog that oh my god, this won't fit the fermenter. What? So I guess I have to remove this. We have to avoid as well the deposits at the bottom, which contain the yeast and other stuff. What I'm gonna do is tilt this, okay, so that it touches the side of the bottle, so it won't be, at least I can avoid aeration. That's what I think. Alright, so let's pump the liquid. Okay, I'm not careful right now. I think I have to elevate this even more, so... What a dude, man. You know, I'm like aerating this a lot right now. Okay guys. Oh my god. Okay, this is bad. This is the worst so far. Like, it's bubbling. And then, final bottle. Tilt. Okay, that should be enough. Alright, so for my last bottle, I am expecting turbidity in there. Okay, so for this one, I would need to drain a little bit because it's filled quite almost to the tip with beer. So that will be useful for me. Okay, I'm gonna get the beer here. The reason for that is, alright, I want to taste it. And also kind of check the taste. Okay, so there's that. First one is this. As you can see, there's a froth layer at the top. So I think that's bad because basically I aerated the drink. Oh no, that's sugar. So I'm expecting this last bottle to be turbid because I couldn't help but suck in some of the deposits. So this beer bottle, this RC Cola bottle, the Sprite bottle, and the Coca-Cola bottle. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is wash the sides of these bottles. Alright, so I got this stock pot now. I'm gonna put all the bottles in. Alright, now I'm gonna cover this with the towel. Alright, so notes. Okay, first one, I got a siphon tube, but this filter tip does not fit the mouth of the cardboard glass fermenter. Also, another problem with this siphon tube is it doesn't have a long tube after the pump. So I had to tilt the bottle to avoid aeration, which I didn't. We're gonna find out what the effect of that is, or how the ending beer is, but of course we have learned another lesson. And then second note, for 750 up to 940 ml bottles, I put 2 teaspoons of sugar for each. And then another note though, I love the smell already. It has a sweet smell actually, and the hop smell is not that strong. During my brew, like before I fermented, I did not take the temperature. I did not take the density. That's one thing I forgot to do. Like even with the lack of tools, even with the lack of the apparatus for taking the density, I can still have an estimate of that by having a measuring cup, for example, and then weighing it. So more or less I get the estimate of the density. Now, what is the density for? It is for checking the alcohol content by the end of the whole brewing process. So the ending liquid for this, I could check the like right now actually, I can check the density and compare it to the previous density prior to fermentation basically. And back calculate it, so you can check the alcohol content. Okay. Now, thirdly, I am intrigued about the taste already. So, prior to carbonation, let's have a taste of the beer. This is already beer, right? Because fermentation occurred already. Okay. The bitter taste is there. The past 2 weeks I've been drinking beer because I started this hashtag Beer Fridays in my Instagram. Like I do an Instagram live and I drink 1 bottle of beer and then just ramble or have a conversation. So I've been drinking beer that is not that bitter, but this one is quite bitter, which I honestly like. I mean, in terms of beer, I'm more to the bitter side. So the thing with the bitter taste is that it lingers for a long time, right? For me, the bitterness is fine. I mean, it is bitter, but it's fine for me. But I think this will be too bitter for my brothers and my dad. Okay. Oh, one thing to note though, this drink doesn't have the added priming sugar, right? Anyway, honestly, I'm kind of liking this already, so I guess I'm more kind of happy that the hops were still useful. So that was a concern because I got the hops expired. Then another thing, which I'm not gonna do now because it's about 6:35 in the morning, but I have a meeting at 8 a.m. So that's not enough time, like 1 hour and 25 minutes, that's not enough time for the brewing process because now that this cardboard glass fermenter is free, okay, I can use it again so I can brew the next, the other type of malt that I got, which is the Carafa Type 2. Okay, so let me just clean this and then I'm gonna resume by the time I am able to start